Hi guys, I'm back with another video on literature review. In my last video, I talked about how to optimize your data search process while writing a literature review. But there are many of you who are not really familiar with the concept of a literature review. So today I'm going to start with a short explanation of what a literature review actually is, and then I'll go on to explain how to stay on track while writing it. Yes, it's very common to lose track while writing the literature review because it's a complex process. And when that happens, you need to identify it and get back on course as soon as possible, because not only is it costing you time, but it's also reducing your productivity. You got it all inside of you. A literature review is a summary of the findings of previous studies done on a topic. For example, if you want to understand how remote working lifestyle is affecting people's physical health, then you will start with a background study of what existing findings are showing, and then go on to chart out the course for your own research. Such a background study may need you to read hundreds of articles because you do not want to repeat what has already been done. This process is called literature review. So when you're writing a literature review, you're the critic of these articles. Now the problem is that with access to the internet and with Google search at our disposal, we are exposed to databases containing thousands of articles on every topic. And the process of reviewing each one, seeing how they fit in our research, and then writing about them can become very time consuming. And this is the part that can overwhelm you and cause you to lose track of your writing. Not only that, some of these articles are difficult to read, which amplifies the problem. If you don't understand an article completely, you cannot judge if it fits in your research, and presenting wrong findings can affect the credibility of your study negatively. Thankfully, there are simple ways in which you can manage this problem and stop yourself from losing track while writing a literature review. Let's take a look at this. You got it all inside of you. Before starting a job, have a clear goal in your mind. Why are you doing the review? Is the purpose just restricted to simply gaining more knowledge about the topic, or do you want to advance the research in it? If it's the former, then be prepared to spend several years getting there, because the knowledge-seeking process is not that simple. However, if you want to excel in that field of study, then create a mind map of the scope. Your objective as a researcher is to keep the reader engaged with valuable information. Mind maps are the key to achieving that, because it helps you avoid irrelevant information in your writing. Secondly, when you come across an article that is very relevant to your topic and you're absolutely sure that you want to use it in your writing, make a note of it in a notepad or a Word document, or simply bookmark it, so that when you start the writing process, you do not spend too much time in retrieving the file from the internet or from your system once again. Now, like I said, when you're writing a literature review, you're the critic. So it helps to be a little bit skeptical about the study which you're reviewing, because no study, no matter how intensive it is 100% perfect. Every piece of research has some loopholes, and it is up to you as a researcher to identify those loopholes and create an argument in your literature review. Most of us are accustomed to using simple tools like Word documents and Excel sheets to pen our thoughts. But the truth is, there are a lot more tools which you can use to optimize your literature review process. For instance, citation tools like Mendeley and Zotero help you to store papers in the library and make it easy for you to retrieve and cite a paper. Visualization tools like Xmind make it easy for you to create mind maps, charts, and frameworks. These tools simplify the process of writing a literature review, and they help you stay on track while writing it. Not only do they give the document a very sleek and attractive look, but they also reduce the number of errors in your document. And the best part is that most of them are available for free. Making a literature review is a slow and steady process that's best done over the course of many weeks. Now, during this process, you might come across articles that are contradictory or not aligned with your train of thought. It's important to recognize them and filter them out. The presence of abundant articles combined with FOMO, or the fear of missing out, just adds to a confusion and slows down the process of writing. So, it's important to keep an open mind, but also to know when to stop. You make me When you feel saturated with the amount of information you process, gain a fresh perspective on the topic. Invite your friend, a trustworthy colleague, or your supervisor to read your piece and be open to the input. It gives your literature review that edge you were aiming for, whilst also helping you stay on course. And lastly, don't discount the importance of just taking some time off to unwind and unlearn. This is because sometimes the pressure can get to you and you can feel burnt out. In such times, it's just important to take a break and come back with a fresh mind. Since the literature review forms the foundation of any study, it's very important to make sure that you're not losing track while writing it. The simple tips which I give you work wonderfully when you have a clear agenda and you're looking for an efficient way to achieve them. If you find my tips useful, don't forget to share it with someone who might need them just as much as you do. Ciao.